Now that you have your very own mouse with a shape that you have always wanted, but when you use it, it doesn't feel like a very smooth or grippy experience. So in this video, I will be recommending some cheap and easy mods you can do to your mouse to make it better. The first mod would be mouse grip. There are a lot of cheap and also really good grip tapes. I got this pink one for only $2 at Shopee Philippines. This type of grips where the texture is more of like rubber without the sticky feeling, which makes the mouse very nice to hold on to. In my opinion, this type of grips are really good since they are thinner, which doesn't really add any weight, and thin enough to not change the shape of the mouse. But if you like sticky mouse grips, there are some options out there that you can get. But make sure to get the design and texture you like, and this will make your mouse grip much better. And if you like this type of grips, I recommend you getting Super Grips by Pulsar. If you use wired mice like I do, then I recommend you changing your stock cables. Changing these can reduce the stress the cable puts through to your mouse, which makes it easier to move your mouse across your mousepad. Make sure to buy a power cord according to your JST connector. You can also pick a custom design to custom to your theme. But if you're using mice like OP18K, make sure to buy a power cord with shielding so it doesn't affect the performance of the mouse. I recommend getting the PMM, Midori, or Mighty power cords to make sure the performance is still like the stock one. Speaking of wired mice, you can buy a mouse bungee, which acts as your wire holder to make sure the mouse cable is not touching your mousepad and reduce the cable drag. This makes it feel like you're using a wireless mouse. To set this up, simply run through your cable into the grooves of the bungee. Make sure that the mouse can reach up to the edge of your mousepad, so you don't feel any restrictions when using the mouse. There's also an equivalent mod for wireless mice. It is by replacing your current battery with another 3.7 voltage lithium-ion battery. You can easily reduce the weight by how much playtime you want to sacrifice. If you want to further reduce the weight, I recommend you to drop to 50 mAh, but this affects the battery life in just 1 to 2 days. But if you want to balance it out with a lighter weight but still a decent battery life, I recommend you to get somewhere around 150 to 200 mAh to have that middle ground. Just make sure to buy a battery with a corresponding JST connector to avoid having to solder the wires together. Lastly, changing your stock skates. Mouse skates make your mouse glide smooth faster or even slower. There are tons of skates out there, but generally they are cut into 3 glide performance. First off is the speed skates. These speed skates are speedier or much faster than your regular stock skates, which makes the gliding very smooth and fast. Then there's control skates, which is the opposite of speed skates, where you prioritize having that control over the mouse to give you easier microcontrols and a muddy feeling. But there's also balance skates where you can get the best of both worlds, where you have a smooth glide but also a really easy control on slower movements. Choose what's best and what's fit to how you play your games. This can also vary with what type of mousepad you are using, especially if you play on glasspads. Most recommend using UHMWPE to make it last longer compared to your regular PTFE skates. So in the end, it comes down to how you like your mice. If you like a faster glide or colorful grips, just make sure to get what you really like and make your mouse your own. And I just want to thank you for sticking by till the end of the video. And that's all, I'll see you in the next one.